3RL1. Make 3 questions you could ask about the book using the words who, what, and where. Then answer the questions you just created. 3RI2. Complete the graphic organizer below with details about the main idea. The main idea I want you to find details for is pioneers live much different than we do today. Give me 3 examples of how we live differently than the pioneers did. 3RL2. Sequence the events that took place the time Ma and Laura ran into 2 bears. Number the events from 1, the event that took place first, all the way to 4, the event that happened last. Ma slapped the animal to get it to move out of the way. Laura and Ma went outside to milk the cows. Ma realized the animal was a bear, not a cow, and told Laura to walk back quietly to the house. Ma and Laura thought they saw Suki, the cow, standing at the gate. Think back to the story Pa told about the time they took the sled out on Sunday when they were not supposed to. What was the moral or the lesson of that story? 3RL7. The illustration or picture below was included in the story during the chapter that Pa described, the time he heard a voice in the woods. Below, write down what emotion or feeling you think Pa was feeling at the time, and use clues from the picture to explain why you feel he was feeling that way. 3RL4. Sometimes authors use figurative language, which means they say something but actually mean something else. In each of the sentences below, identify what the author really means when he said the following things. The frost crawled up the window panes. The trees whispered together. 3RL9. Below is a passage from the book The Long Winter, which was also written by Laura Ingalls Wilder. Complete the diagram below to include one thing you notice in the book that it has in common with The Little House in the Big Woods, and one thing that is different between the two. Ma went briskly into the house with Carrie, while Laura and Mary let Spot out of the stable to drive her towards the creek. No prairie grass was left, and the hungry cattle could only wander along the creek banks, eating willow sprouts and plum brush and a little dead, dry grass left from last summer. So think, what characters, what other things are in common with the book that we read, and what things do you notice are a little bit different? 3RL3. What was Laura's personality like in the book? What was Mary's personality like in the book? How do you think the relationship the 2 sisters had would have been different if they were a little more alike? 3RI4. During this unit, we learned some important vocabulary related to the time period. Below, write what each word means in your own words. Pioneer and venison. 3RL4. Match the words below to their definition. Churning, as in, when I walked into the kitchen, Ma was churning the butter. Whittled, Pa whittled Mary a doll with the bark from a tree. A Johnny cake, Pa stuffed the Johnny cakes into his pocket for later if he got hungry. Or tanned my hide. If I didn't do what Ma said, then Pa would have tanned my hide. Do these mean small cakes that would have fit into somebody's pocket? Does it mean to spank? Does it mean to cut designs into wood? Or does it mean the process of mashing cream to make butter?